FreezeNova games are becoming a gaming meme at this point. I've never tried a single one, so I wanted to see what I was losing. So let's have a look. This game has so many tags on the store page that it seems a AAA game. The devs even mentioned that it has RPG elements. This really sounds like a great mix of games, but it all resumes to a simple first-person shooter. The graphics are traditional Unity stuff with some care and polish, I can give them that, even knowing that half of the assets are misplaced. The sound performance goes from mediocre to unbearable, and I advise you to lower the sound a little bit, or you will be scared with some loudness spikes here and there. But that's not related with gameplay, just some sounds are way worse than others. Some weapons seem to have very similar sounds, but mostly their sounds are okay. Some of the demons have proper sounds. Unfortunately, they remind me of sick people vomiting. I find out that the sound clues do not help a lot since they do not come from the proper direction and with any sense of distance, to be honest. Fortunately, the soundtrack is not bad. Well, at least that. Perfectly acceptable heavy metal songs. Story-wise, well, nothing. But what were you expecting? You play with your stiff soldier and you shoot mostly skeletons. You can choose between some different weapons, some of those completely useless. They all have different skins and are upgradable. You can also acquire armor, each one of those with a different perk. I found that the one who gives us a bot to help us is very handy. Unfortunately, that bot tends to spawn inside the walls in the dungeon level. It could be worse. Imagine that the enemies would see you and shoot you with pinpoint accuracy way before you can see them. Imagine that if you choose to play during the evening you cannot saw them at all. Well, all this will happen. You must be sure of that. Not all is bad, you have some different game modes. I found that survival and invasion are surprisingly fun. The game is short and very repetitive, but it has some replay value since you will have to grind for upgrades and to be able to kill some stronger opponents, of course. It's a shame that we have to do that grinding in the same levels all over and over and over again. The game has level editor, but it lacks the multiplayer. There's a note that probably it will exist in the future, but I doubt that you will do more than find a player to do some co-op. So, is this a poor man's Doom? Far from that. Even for the small price, the game does not deliver. I bear to play for less than 4 hours, and perhaps I had some fun during the first one. It's not entirely bad, but it lacks the content, gameplay and graphics. Okay, that didn't sound good. See you next time, guys. Bye!